Hi everyone, I'm Simon from Sterling Coaching and welcome to this week's Monday's Moment video. And the topic of this really ties in with what I was planning over the weekend for my Business Next Level Group Masterclass, which is happening just tomorrow. And I wanted to take a look at spring and the quarter ahead and how we can use the philosophy of a spring clean and really have a clear out in our business. And that made me think about a book that I read some time ago by Seth Godin, which is The Dip, When to Stick and When to Quit. And that made me think about what we need to do in this quarter ahead. See you in a moment. Now, in the book by Seth Godin, it talks about the fact that we should realize what we need to stick with in our businesses and what we need to quit in our businesses, and what businesses we need to quit with and what businesses we need to stick with. And that success is very often made up of the decisions as much to stick as well as it is to quit. And that made me think about elements in our businesses, not just our businesses, but elements in our businesses as well. And what we need to do as this goes out live, we're at the start of spring, I suppose, or we're getting into spring. It's really having a look in our businesses and just clearing the desk. Let's have a fresh look at our business plans for the quarter ahead. And as we look forward to April, May and June, as we go into the calendar quarter two, let's take a look at what we can clear out that doesn't help us achieve our plans, but also what we need to keep on our desk, keep in our business that does help us move towards our plans. And today I want you to think about what you absolutely need to say no to. In the next quarter, what is it that when you look at your business plans that you've got to say absolutely, categorically, no, we're not doing that. When somebody proposes something, you say no to it. When your own consciousness says, perhaps we ought to do that, you say no. So the first thing to do is do a list of all the things that you need to say no to in this quarter. Your not to do list. Okay, you'll say no to this. And these are all the things that when they come up and you look at your business plan and you make a decision against your business plan, you know that decision has to be no. When you're redoing your plans, if you're putting something into your plans, what is it that you're putting in there that perhaps you need to say no to? What needs to be left out of your plans for this quarter? And that's quite hard to do because you always think, well, what if I need it? Well, if you need it, then it'll come back. But for now, for this week, I want you to think about what you can say no to. The other thing to think about is what's on that maybe list. What's perhaps on one hand a yes, we want to do it, or on the other hand, no, we don't want to do it. So do a list of all the things that perhaps need a little bit more investigation, a little bit more of a deeper dive, perhaps a chat with your team to work out what's going to work and what isn't. So do your maybe list, the list that perhaps you're not quite sure whether you should do it or not quite sure whether you shouldn't do it. And then lastly, do a list of all those sticky things, all those things that need to stay in your business, stay in your plans. What do you need to say yes to? Okay, what is it that you need to make sure that you keep in your business? Because these are the glue that holds your business together, that holds your plans together, that holds your activities together. So do a list of things you should absolutely say no to, a list of things you should investigate and work out a little bit more of, is it yes, is it no, do I, don't I? And then have a list which absolutely has to stay in there because it's the glue that holds your business, it holds your tactics, it holds your strategies, it holds everything that you're doing in the current quarter and the quarter that you're planning ahead. It holds everything together. Now, I want you to think about a clean desk policy. It might be a zero inbox policy. Also, as we move through this quarter, what can you do just to clean things up a little bit? What can you do to make sure that you're being efficient, that you're being tidy, that you're being productive, and you're not having any clutter, that you're not having any waste, not having any distractions? So just take some time during this week to start that spring clean in your business. And I'd love to hear of the successes that you have in cleaning up some of the items in your business. Tell us what you have decided to let go. Tell us what you have decided to keep. You can join two of the Facebook groups that I have. I have a Facebook group for coaches, which I give lots of free tips and lots of templates and resource away. And I have a similar one for businesses who generally are businesses that want to take their business to the next level. They're doing well and they want to do better. And of course, if there's anything you want to share, you can either be a guest on my podcast or you can listen to the podcast and then leave as a review. And that's the Business Success and Coffee podcast. And the best place you can find that is actually on Spotify, but it's on Amazon, iTunes, and all the other main platforms as well. Let me know how your spring clean of your business and your plans is going during this week and the weeks ahead. And I look forward to seeing you on next week's Monday's Moment. Bye for now.